Hey, and oh, crap. I must apologise for that. I did not realise that people were trying to clone me. Oh, what's this, you might ask? Only the best weapon in existence, the M41A pulse rifle. At least the model of one anyway. Yeah, it's not complete. This thing's been left like this state for years. Yes, it's paper mache and it's in a very shit state. And this clone does not know when to back down. Much better. What was it? Right. Now that there are no more interruptions, let's begin with the video properly. What's up, guys? Archangel here, and I must apologise about before. That was a pain in the ass. I was not expecting anything quite like that to happen. Just give me one quick second. So, first Q&A video. Never done one of these before. Thought I'd try it out because everyone else seems to do it. I was expecting something a bit more funny stuff like what KSI does. So, I posted something on Twitter. Tons of questions were asked. Like, hell loads, believe it or not. So, where is the first? Let's find the first. This is going to take me some time. Let's take a look. Right. First question. What's your favourite Autobot and Decepticon, and why? Favourite Autobot is Grimlock. He's a giant T-Rex, he smashes everything, and let's face it, everything he says becomes a classic line. In fact, I'm that much of a fan, and I got hold of the Age of Extinction figure, because it had problems. Modified it, and there's some golden highlights on it. Well, sorry, not gold, brass highlights. I've just painted them on myself. I just get some. I use the Humbrol, the model stuff. Pardon me. But yeah, as you can see, the feet are on ball joints and all that. Mouth's filled up. Hydraulics underneath. But yeah, he's my favourite character in the film, at least as an Autobot, because he is badass. Decepticon wise is good old Megatron. Yeah, Megatron's he's a pretty cool one, actually. He never had the fusion cannon in the film, shame. But, you know, he was pretty badass. He died twice, came back once, the first time as Megatron, then came back as Galvatron. Although I kind of like to imagine him and Megatron as similar, but slightly separate, so that Galvatron's like a different type of Megatron. And if they both met each other, they'd probably rip each other to shit or something. Because I kind of like Megs, especially the Dark and Moon figure of him. I think this is a brilliant figure. It's got some weak points, like the bit with these kits right here, these green sections can be a bit wobbly, but and one of them actually broke, but I repaired it, and it still turns actually. There's this one, I think, yeah. Side of that for the old mode. It still works. It's a bit stiff though, so I'm going to show that off. But yeah, he was my favourite Decepticon, and you know he's just a badass, same as Grimlock. They're both badasses. So yeah, those are my favourite. That is my favourite Autobot and Decepticon. What's your favourite part of Transformers Age of Extinction? Just give me a sec, sorry. Well, I'd have to say that... Where did I put the box? Here we go. Oh crap, that's fecked up. Sorry about this. I'd have to say that my favourite part of this... yeah, this is pretty good, this. Was the bit where Grimlock and Optimus were fighting. You know, and Dominance, sorry, my nose is a bit locked up at the moment, but yeah, they were fighting for, you know, for dominance and all that, and then the bit where Grimlock jumps just behind Crosshairs, because the bit when they're on the bridge, Crosshairs is driving, Grimlock jumps behind him, and they just transform, his head splits open, his legs fold out from behind, smashes his fist on the ground with his mace in it. Yeah. So, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, that is my favourite. Those are my favourite parts of Age of Extinction. Next question. Do you like Star Wars? If so, which Star Wars film did you like the most? Yes, I do like Star Wars. I grew up with it, same with most of the stuff. Grew up with that and Transformers and several things. When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with Jar Jar Binks because I was a bit of a moron. Well, actually, no, it was my autism. I used to find all kinds of stupid stuff funny. In fact, fun fact about autism, I'm getting off topic here now. As you get older, its grip on you kind of loosens. So imagine having a really tight grip. As you get older, it eventually loosens. And mine's pretty loose now. I mean, I've got the odd quirk. But yeah, out of all of them, I don't really know which one I like the most. They all had their qualities, in my opinion. Even the prequel series, a lot of people could really nitpick about that, but I can't really see why. I liked it, personally. However, I'm excited for the new one. Seeing the trailer, seeing the Millennium Falcon and a TIE Fighter in a pursuit, you know Disney's going to do it right. And yeah, you know, we're all thinking, what, Disney, what, at first, but from the way they've done things so far with the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series, I don't honestly think they're going to be too bad at it. I think they might do a decent job. But yeah, yeah, I do like Star Wars. And I'm looking forward to a new one, but I can't really pick a favourite. Next question. Would you want to see the Alien series continue? This is a bit of a difficult one. Because as we all know, I'm a massive fan of the Alien franchise. I have the quadrilogy box set here. The slipcovers are left this slipcover somewhere else, but yeah, it's got all the discs in. Especially my favourite of them all. Trust me, I'm obsessed with that one. I'm that much of a fan of the Alien franchise. The Nostromo Steelbook edition, I believe this is. Yeah, this is the Steelbook edition, and I couldn't miss this one out. Yes, I like Colonial Marines. It's not the worst game I've played. It's got a few. I liked quite a lot about it. I mean, yeah, it has some stupid bits in it, but all games do. And people bitched about the graphics. The graphics weren't that bad, but yeah. I honestly don't know. I mean, it sort of is continuing the Alien series because you know you got the story here filling in the 60-year gap. Because you got the first Alien and then Aliens, and there was a 6-year gap between because Ripley was in cryosleep for 60 years. Then when Alien 3 happened, Wayland Yutani were trying to clone Ellen Ripley, still with the chest burster in her body, and that took them 200 years. So there's a 200-year gap between Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. There's no gap between Alien and Aliens and Alien 3. They're practically like instant. But yeah, with those gaps, I do think that they could do more. It'd be nice if they based a film based on the AVP games. And no, I do not mean the ones we got, not the films. The second one was the worst. The first one was okay, it was decent. The only thing I really liked about the second one was the Pred-Alien and the Predator. That's it. The rest, in my opinion, was pretty crap. The acting is very questionable as well in some places. Like, was it even acting? Some of it seemed a bit false. But yeah, when I mean AVP, I mean like just basically, with the Colonial Marines. Like the PC games. But yes, I would like to see the Alien series continue because I don't want that to die out. It's one of those franchises that has stood the test of time. And if any of you have seen my Kenner video, my whole collection, I've got tons of the old 1990s vintage Alien figures. I just love the franchise. But yeah, I would like to see it continue. Next question. If you play the role of any one character from any film or TV show, who would you choose and why? Bit of a difficult one, this. I honestly don't know. I'm going to say that it's one character from a film and one from a TV show. Film-wise, I'd like to play Grimlock in Age of Extinction. Because I can manipulate my voice and sound somewhat really creepy, really high-pitched. I can do many things. In fact, I don't know if many of you have heard of this, but there was a comedy several years back called Little Britain. And there was one character in it who used to just go, yeah, hello, like that. But if I try and talk like him, I sound like I come from Liverpool. Because I sound like I come from Liverpool, alright? See what I mean? I can change my voice. I can even make it really high-pitched. Why did I do that?
I can also make it very, very deep.
I'm spinning all over the place, sorry. I need to say it, not spray, but yeah, you get the point. I'd like to play Grimlock. I could probably manipulate my voice to do him, I don't know. And as for TV show, I really don't know about that. Maybe someone in The Walking Dead, maybe someone in The Strain. If you don't know what The Strain is, it's like a disease that goes around it. You sort of live a bit like a zombie, but a vampire as well. It's really weird, you'd have to check it out, but it is pretty cool. First few episodes, nothing really much really happens, but it does allow for some great character development, and then the buggers start hitting the place. But yeah, those are what I would like to do, you know, films and wise and TV show wise. So yeah, next question.
Which penguin from the Penguins of Madagascar do you think you're most like and why? Skipper, Rico, Kowalski and Private.
I'm going to have to say I'm a quarter, because I have the tactical thinking of Kowalski, and I've not actually seen the new Penguins of Madagascar movie. I wouldn't mind though. I mean, I've seen the TV show several times, and I saw the original Madagascars. I'm a bit like Skipper, because I got a lead role, again, Kowalski, because I can be a tactical thinker. Rico, because if any of you played Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, for those of you who don't know what it is, you're in for a flipping amazing surprise. Where is it? Here it is. Plot the disc away. I am a big fan of this franchise, so I'm probably going to fanboy on the screen. I do apologise, I don't know. Master Chief Collection. This is what I'm mainly talking about right here. This is the original Halo remastered, but yeah. The rocket launcher in this was one of the most dangerous weapons. And as soon as I picked it up, I would try and shoot an enemy, but my mate would be unlucky. He'd be in front of me near the enemy, and at that time when the rocket hits, it kills him. And he gets annoyed all the time. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm a bit like Rico when it comes to explosives. And I like Private because I do actually have quite a caring side. I just hide it. I don't know why I do. It's like, you know, I just build up a very tough exterior around myself. I'm a bit stubborn like that. But yeah, out of all the penguins, I am like, I've got bits of all of them. And probably Private is the one I am the least like. Like, I have the least... I'm more with the other three than I am with him. But yeah, next question.
Besides collecting Transformers and playing games, what other hobbies do you have?
Video games. Yeah, this is the Xbox One controller. And a lot of people have, pardon my French for this, bitched about the Xbox One. It's not actually that bad. The only problem I have specifically with mine is sometimes it doesn't always like to read the discs. It's a bit dumb. Yeah, you can probably hear it there. I like customising Transformers, as you saw previously with Grimlock. I actually have the other two Dinobots. And I've painted them all up. Modded them. I like making stuff, because I'll just show you right here. I actually built... We've all heard of Angry Birds Transformers. I like making stuff. I actually built Bludgeon from the game. And this guy actually transforms. Those are his knees. This guy actually transforms into his robot mode. Yes, the head's supposed to stick out. If you played the game, you'll know why. But yeah, weird head. But yeah, I do video games. I mean, I also customise them. Again, this guy had swivel joints originally, but I stuck ball joints in them. Had to carve all the inside of that out. Put a ball joint in his elbow. That was pretty interesting to do. Also gave him tail lights and remodelled the front for the alt modes, because I wanted to look like a PS2 game. I do actually have the PS2 game, but I can't play it. My disc is a bit scratched. But yeah, I do read comic books sometimes. I mean, I'll just show you right here. Just give me a second. I have 11 of the Walking Dead comics plus the Survivor Guide. After I watched the TV show, I really want to start reading the comics, and you know they're pretty good, mind you. I mean, they're in black and white and all that, but I don't really mind. But they've got more language in the TV show. Yeah, but again, I don't mind. And they are pretty nice comics. They're thicker than this one, obviously. This is a Survivor Guide. But yeah, I like to do YouTube videos as a hobby. Like films, lots of sci-fi, collecting the alien stuff. chatting to my mates on Twitter. Too much, in fact, somewhat that some might seem like I'm spamming. And I'm going to explain that. Two things. One, that's just part of my autism. And two, I'm just trying to be friendly, really. I'm just trying to engage conversation and all that. It's not weird and all. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just trying to make friends. But yeah, chatting to people on Xbox, mainly the people that I know, like 94100. We do a lot of stuff together. And Minecraft and all that, and shooting and stuff. Shooting is in games. But yeah. Yeah, so that's it. Right, next question.
What is your favourite film?
I'm not going to say anything for this, I'm just going to show you. Some of you are going to say typical. Yeah. I do have a second favourite, and there's actually two films, but they are sort of a series, and I do have the prequel on DVD. Yes, this was brilliant. I actually really like the thing. You don't know what it is, do some research about it. It's a really weird, freaky monster. I think you guys might be into it. I like Sunset Overdrive as well, actually. That's not a film, that is a game. Pretty badass game, I will say. Yeah, so that's it for that one. Next question.
Which Transformers movie is your favourite, and why?
Age of Extinction, by far. It's the most dark, there's most character development. Camera's trying to fall over again. And you probably see a certain pitch right there. Hold on a sec. I like Age of Extinction just because I think it's most darkest. Now, this is a bit off topic here, but there's a certain politician in the UK who is very funny in my opinion because he cannot eat a sandwich without pulling a stupid face. Look at his face. His face is. I mean, you know, just look at his face. He's trying to eat a sandwich. I heard as well, actually, that he spilled after sauce down himself. Really? But yeah, I just put it off as a joke. But yeah, Transformers by far. Back on topic, it was the most dark, the most mature with its humour, and there were some pretty funny bits. The acting I thought was the best in this. Mainly the human acting. The robot acting is as good as it always has been. With Mark Wahlberg and Stanley Tucci, and even Kelsey Grammer as well. I'd say it was pretty good. I mean, the previous cast of humans were okay, but after having 3 films of them, it does eventually get a bit boring. But with I think Mark Wahlberg is definitely one for Transformers. But yeah, I did like Age of Extinction. And Rotten Tomatoes, a film reviewing website, are a bunch of... For the uneducated, that means wanker. I know most people are going to know what that is, but you do get your person that's like, well, what does that mean? They gave the lowest rating out of all the Transformers films. I actually thought it was the best, to be totally honest, and Rotten Tomatoes, they diss a lot of good films. Like, loads of them. Except for Aliens. Thank God. Or else I'd be blowing them up. Not really, but I'd go mad at them, really. Still, yeah. Next question.
Are you excited for the new Transformers animated series coming this year?
I have no thought on this, to be totally honest. I really don't care, to be honest. I mean, it's not that I'm not saying no, but I don't know, I just don't have any opinions. I really don't care for the toy line that much. And I hope this isn't like animated, because animated was really stupid in my opinion. Especially what they did with the Dinobots. There were certain things of animated I liked, like the characters' designs, but especially all of the robots' designs were really cool, especially Omega Supreme and Lugnut. Lugnut was badass, but some of the characters, the way they acted and the way they looked was a bit goofy, such as the faces, like Bumblebee's face and Bumblebee and Starscream. I just cared for them the least. Because their characters were portrayed entirely stupid and irresponsible, and Starscream was an idiot in that series, like a moron. But yeah, again, I really don't know. I'm gonna have to watch an episode, see what it's like. But to be honest, when it comes to Transformers, I only really care nowadays. I only really care for the movie line. I care about the older cartoons because that's what I grew up with. I like Prime. Prime was very good. I like Beast Hunters especially. That was friggin' brilliant. And I have seen Predacons Rising. Love the Predacons. The Terracons as well. Actually, they're badass as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. Hopefully, I don't know. But I'm definitely about spending money on the figures because I just don't really care enough about those. I only really care for the movie line. But again, that's just me because I'm a bit more of a movie franchise figure collector and all that. But yeah, next question.
What is your dream job?
Oh yeah, I can remember this one. I originally wanted to be in the army, but eventually I just come to terms and just accept the fact that because of my Asperger's syndrome, they wouldn't let me in. It's kind of sucked. But to be totally honest, I really don't know. I mean, I could, I suppose, be a designer and an engineer in Hasbro, because, I mean, I sat there on the game, on my iPod, which is what I film with, watching the animation of this guy transform for hours. And then only to then devise how he would transform. Believe it or not, that's the front of his body. Everything folds pretty much out of there. And the camera is detachable. But yeah. And actually as well, if you do want to see a Sky review, post in the comments. And this is all hand-painted made out of plastic, so I suppose I could be a designer of some sort. I mean, I don't know. I wanted to go into games, but I don't know, to be totally honest. And I don't know, I just want to see what options come up in the future and pick which one I like the most. But I'm not really in any rush right now to think about it. But yeah, next question.
Which Transformers series is your favourite? G1, Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Robots in Disguise 2001, Armada, Energon, Cybertron, Animated, Prime, and the Bay movies?
This is an easy one. I liked G1 because it's G1. Everyone likes G1. So much so, I have the original Astro Train. Good figure this. Even if it has a lack of articulation. I don't really care. I liked Beast Wars. So much so that I hunted this down on eBay and... Not again. Achoo! Achoo! Every time I sneeze, I end up with another sneeze. Yeah, I knocked another thing over. Optimus. I love this. This figure's brilliant. It's a bit bust, so I stuck a board run in there too. I mean, it still falls down, mind you. But yeah, I like Beast Wars so much that I did get this. I love the Transmetals. Beast Machines was shit. Because they took this, they put Megatron's face on it, they made it a bad guy, and not only that, Cybertron has to be organic. No. Cybertron's supposed to be metal. In every other series. R.I.D. I saw bits, and they were okay actually, they were not too bad. I did like the design of Optimus, so... as a fire truck, and Scourge's design was pretty cool. Armada, yes, I thought that was pretty good. Would have been nice to see some more of the characters in the PlayStation 2 game. Energon was boring. I saw one episode on the internet, and I just thought, yeah, I think I'm just going to skip this part. Because Tidal Wave dies, and Tidal Wave is awesome. And not only that, they're hunting for little Energon stars. Whoopie-doo. Whereas with Armada, it was the Minicons, and the Cybertron, the planet keys, to stop a black hole from sucking everything up. But yeah, animated, again, I've already explained that. That was crap. In aspect. The aspects that it was crap in were really bad. But it did have a few good things about it, so that's a mixed bag. I did like Prime, Transformers Prime, as I explained previously. And I do like the Bay films, actually. The first one I thought was just a bit too childish, you know. The second one was brilliant. The third one, they killed Ironhide in it, and that's the one. I mean, it would have been good if it wasn't for that bit. because I really liked it. I mean, I actually personally took my Nine-Eyed Figure into college to actually paint up some little bits at that time, just before seeing the film. And plus there was a situation at cinema which I don't want to go into. Do not ask me about it. It's brings back bad memories. Not the film, just the cinema I went to. But yeah, and of course Adrian was brilliant. But yeah, next question.
Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo? Who doesn't love Scooby? Ha ha!
Yes. Again, like it said, who doesn't? You know? It's the dog. But yeah, I did like I thought the films were okay. Sarah Michelle Gellar was, it's Sarah Michelle Gellar again as Daphne. She was also Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is another reason why I liked it. Because I do like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it is pretty good. It gets better as it goes on, in my opinion. But yeah, I do. The cartoons are alright, they were pretty good. But yeah, next question.
Who's your favourite superhero?
Ooh. I'm going to have to say the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And I did like that specific version because... And I did like the films that he was in better than the Amazing Spider-Man ones. Because the Amazing Spider-Man ones, the villains looked shit. Pardon my language. Did you see the way the lizard looked? His face looked... It just looked silly. It really did look ridiculous. I preferred the way it was in the early 1990s, where it was a big, massive lizard with a lizard snout, emphasis on snout, with ripped-up lab clothes. That was cool. That looked really cool, especially when you get to face him in the PS2. It was the PlayStation 1 game of Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. He was a bit of a pain in the feet, actually, I will say. But he was good, though. I did not like the way the Goblin looked in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was also crap. It looked like he had skin cancer. I preferred the William Dafoe version. Schizophrenic. Cuckoo. And both personalities were talking to each other. That, for me, was cool. And I did not like the way the Electro looked. It looked crap. Again, I kind of grew up with the 1990s version. I would have preferred it if it looked like that. But yeah, I prefer the original Spider-Man trilogy. Because the villains all looked brilliant, especially Dr. Octopus and, the Goblin. They looked brilliant. In fact, they all were pretty good. But yeah, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire variant, top favourite superhero. Or grew up with that a lot as a kid. I absolutely just loved it. But yeah, next question.
Who is your real-life hero?
I can't remember. This was slightly difficult because I've not really looked at anyone that I kind of aspire to be like. But out of one person... This has been difficult for me to think of. I'm going to have to say that the one person that I think is probably one of the most heroic people that I've heard of is Anna Faith Carlson. We all know who she is. The first real-life Elsa and the original. Because, you see, she doesn't let the crap get to her. Because she can, and she even said this once, because I actually did see it. It wasn't directly me, it was to other people as well, that she actually got bullied in the past. But then she just took a selfie with this cardboard cut out of Elsa, and then bam, it was her sister that started it all. Really, her sister said that she looked like Elsa. She stood next to it, picture taken, and then that's how I found out, because there was something alerting on the internet, and I saw a picture of her and I thought, no way, someone actually looks like Elsa in real life, and again, that's how I found Anna Faith, and she recently got someone posting very disgusting comments actually to her, and I've seen them myself, and I nearly puked when I saw them because they were very disgusting, like really disgusting as in sexual, really pervertish, and I think the guy might have been a bit of a nutter, but yeah, and she just simply replied saying that you should act more mature than this if you're whatever age you are, but she was mature about it, and the guy got crap for it, but yeah, still, Anna Faith, because she just doesn't let the haters get to her. And no matter what they say, she don't care. She don't care. She loves the flipping fan base that she built up. I mean, people constantly say they love her and all that, and she just loves it. But yeah, she's positive, she's very kind, because she visits kids in hospitals and makes them happy, takes the stress off of them, which I think is one of the kindest things you can do. And she's just selfless. Very, very selfless. So yeah, I do like Anna Faith. Because I think she's a very good person, and we need more people like her. Next question.
We got another question from the same guy here. Do you like DC Comics?
I have not read any, sadly. But I do like the films of Batman and all that. They were pretty cool. The Christian Bale Batman. But I'd like to read a few DC comics, maybe, perhaps. But, you know, again, I can say I like the DC overall with superheroes, but I've not read the comics, so, you know, again, but I'd like to. So, yeah, next question.
Did you like the Man of Steel movie? Are you pumped for the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was. I loved it. It was one of the few reboots that I liked. The Godzilla one was good. I like the way Godzilla looks. Some people say it looks silly, but I actually think it looks kind of cool. I liked the Man of Steel reboot, the Godzilla one, and also the RoboCop one was pretty good. Except for the fact that they did not put Ed 209 in it. Yeah, Ed 209 is just a classic. But I did prefer it, the original, and the fact of Ed 209. But I like the reboot because it had the, you know, Murphy had more of a backstory. But yeah, Man of Steel. The more I think about this Man of Steel versus Batman film, well, the Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice, actually, the more I think about it, the cooler it sounds. I just don't get, the only thing I don't get is why would two heroes be fighting each other? That's just my opinion. Maybe they had a disagreement or something. I hope that the new actor for Batman, I think it's Ben Affleck, is it? I really don't know. I've not looked too much into it. I just hope he does as good as a job as Christian Bale. Because Christian Bale did the ever classic, I'm Batman. Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that because I'm Batman. Sorry. But yeah, you get the point. Yeah. I like Batman, I like Superman, and I am pretty pumped for this. So, yeah, next question.
Don't you just love Samuel L. Jackson and his crazy awesomeness?
Obviously. It's fucking Samuel L. Jackson. Every film he's in, he's always going to add some comedic element. Whether it's deliberate or not, or whether the script people deliberately change part of it to suit him. I mean, Avengers, Nick Fury. I reckon that the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I have decided to ignore it. Classic line. I also loved the bit when he was in RoboCop, the reboot, when he's like, and this stupid-ass mother... like that, because he was having a go at Gary Oldman's character. I can't really remember now, but... He was a news reporter on it, and he was just swearing on the news. It was bleeped out by you, but you get the point. He just goes, "This stupid ass mother." That was brilliant. Everyone in the cinema just cracked up laughing. And also, his Mace Windu was pretty cool. He was a good Mace Windu, in my opinion. I do think he's a good actor. So yeah, I do like Samuel L. Jackson. Next question.
Do you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, I did like TMNT. Yeah, I did. I do. I've not seen the new film. I really want to, actually, because it does look really cool. I like the designs for turtles. They really do look cool. I used to watch the old cartoon with the weird little... I think they're called Mousers. They featured in one episode. They were little metal T-Rexes with very big gobs. I don't think they had any little arms, though. But they used to eat everything. But yeah, I do like TMNT. It is pretty cool. But yeah, so yeah. I do want to see the film. Again, you know, not seen it yet. I want to, though. Anyway, next question.
And followers, ha ha.
Well, yeah. Who doesn't like getting new followers? Even better, when they've seen you on YouTube. Next question.
What do you think of the Terminator Genesis trailer? Are you excited for it?
Yeah. I suppose I am, actually. I do like Terminator. First one on Blu-ray, third one on DVD. Third one was my least favourite. Salvation on DVD, and I have seen the second one. I like the second one and the first one the best. Salvation was pretty good. But yeah, it looks as if timeline's been rewritten, because I've taken a T-1000 and stuck it in the first one, and had Arnie as a good guy. And yeah. But it looks like timeline's all been rewritten and mashed up. And that's the thing, time can be rewritten, especially when it comes to Terminator, when you're dealing with a delicate situation like that. But I'm going to say yes. I'm looking forward to the new Terminator. I love Terminator, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. End of story, really. Right, next question.
Who's your favourite YouTuber? Ooh.
I actually have several favourite YouTubers. I have KSI, Dan the Diamond Minecart, Comedy Shorts Gamer, Angry Joe Show, Optibotomist, Pure, Spade of the Bolt Matrix, and I've Ben's Collectibles as well. He does a lot of Sir Toys KO figures, and some of the KO figures he's actually reviewed are actually pretty cool. Again, there's a lot of YouTubers I like, but those are just my favourite ones. Especially Comedy Shorts Gamer and KSI. They're so classic with the humour. It's rude, mind you, but it is really funny. Right, next question.
What's your favourite music genre?
I actually have several. I don't like modern pop. Yeah, it's horrendous. I prefer stuff like Duran Duran and all that when it comes to pop. As soon as pop music hit 2010, it went bad. Because you have people like Justin Bieber and One Direction, and I cannot stand them. You all know why. Because, I mean, have you seen Harry Styles' haircuts? When he has it in like an enormous bush, it just annoys me because of how stupid it looks. But yeah, I like heavy metal, rock. I do like orchestra, and by that I mean the stuff they do for films and games, such as soundtracks and all that. I like the War of the Worlds, the Jeff Wayne version. The most recent one that came out, that was brilliant. I like goth rock, like Marilyn Manson. I'm basically into rock and all, and rock and metal, because I like Metallica, Iron Maiden, and yes, AC/DC, because they're the classic. But yeah, all the real heavy, loud stuff. And rap. Eminem, Epic Rap Battles, Skull Crusher 13, JT Machinima as he's known as. He's done the Herobrine versus Griefer one. And I also like, what is it? I like Fall Out Boy, the song Centuries, and I also like Try Hard Ninja. And Skrillex. Yes, Skrillex. He's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for my music. So, next question.
In which Michael Bay Transformers movie did you like Optimus Prime most in?
AOE, Age of Extinction. Best one that Optimus Prime's been in. Because he was saying things like, how many more of my kind must be sacrificed to atone for your mistakes? He'd become cold, cynical. He even said things like, you know, that when he finds out who's done what it is that they did, he's going to kill them. He was actually become violent, more aggressive, and this damn camera, honestly. But yes, again, I do think that he had the most character development in Age of Extinction. So for me, that's the Optimus I prefer out of the 4 films. And you actually see a bit of it in the end of Dark of the Moon, because when Megatron offers a truce and he says, "Who would you be without me?" Optimus goes, "Time to find out." Axe slices his head off. But yeah, I do like the character development of Optimus. It's definitely a side that we've not seen, a side of him that we've not seen before. But yeah, and now to the final question.
What do you do when you're home alone?
The same as what I usually do, to be totally honest. Modify my figures. Sometimes just stick them on the floor in a battle position and all that, and just go on my or I go on my Xbox. I have an Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. I watch DVDs. I chat to my mates on Twitter, or I rarely use Facebook because it just got boring, But yeah, I don't use Instagram anymore for many reasons. The main one being I just eventually just got bored of it. It's just all that seemed to be on there was drama, and I just thought boring. So I left on my own free will. It's not because of what happened, because I did have an incident on it, and it's not because of that at all. I just eventually got bored of it. It just didn't feel as cool as Twitter. So yeah, I like chatting to friends and all that, films. If my parents are not in, I'll just do the same as what I usually do, gaming. Sometimes just goof off by myself. Nothing rude, mind you. I cannot stress enough how much I despise pornography. I do not look at it. Caramba, I cannot stand it. It is disgusting, in my opinion. Because, in my opinion, I think it's a breach to the right of women's privacy. It can turn decent men into dirty buggers. Because I kind of met someone who's been like that. And especially on certain newspapers, it makes them seem like objects, not people, and they are women are people, not flipping objects. And 3, it makes the people who do the people who star in these magazines, it makes them seem as if they are completely thick, because that's what the impression they give off when they do that, and they're not actually, because some of them, because I read someone told me that they watched this article about this, they read this article about this person who met a star in these magazines who was actually quite intelligent. But yeah, I just personally don't agree with it myself, because people in schools look at it and then they start copying some of the sadistic things they see in it. It twists people's minds. It's poison to the brain, in my opinion. But yeah, again, I just don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like pornography. I think it's poison to the brain. But yeah, I mainly do the stuff that I usually do. Watch DVDs, games, practice about with my figures, if not modifying them or painting them. I do YouTube as well. I like to do my YouTube. I started that for fun, really. Minecraft, building my Hadley tote map. Previous videos are in my channel if you want to check them out. But yeah, and again, I just like goofing off with my mates on Xbox Live again. So yeah, that is it. I did hope you enjoyed the Q&A. This has been my first one. I just want to say as well, it already says this in the description, but I can't stress enough about it, how much I appreciate and thank everyone for taking part. I really did enjoy it, and you guys came up with some very good questions, by the way. I hope to do one of these in the future. But I was hoping for some like KSI, where they're like, what would you do if you woke up and your whole family were Spurs fans? And KSI just does another one of his ridiculous acts, his funny acts. I kind of want to do comedic stuff for you guys. Nothing rude, mind you. Again, I'm quite like that. I don't like to talk about rude things in public. I just think it's disgraceful to the public, and it's just not right. I mean, if I'm with my mates, I may say the odd thing that may seem like not what I'd say, that might be a bit rude, or, But again, when I'm out in public, and especially near women, I just won't say anything at all. And what most men would say, you alright, you fancy one? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't speak to them like that. I'd treat them with a bit more respect. A lot more, actually. Because I've got a very reserved attitude towards sex and relationship and all that. I wouldn't just start walking up to a woman and start talking dirty to her. I don't believe in that. But yeah, again. So yeah, I do thank everyone for taking part, and sorry if I went off and one a bit like I just did a minute ago. Another problem with my Asperger's, I will get I'll get on the flipping wrong conversation, or I'll twist it to something else without realising. But yeah, I do hope to do more of these, because this was pretty fun. The next video, if you guys really want this enough, I will review this guy. Bludgeon, because I'm going to actually start building Galvatron. I built it in college in my spare time, and this guy took me, I think, a month? Several days worth of engineering and cutting each piece out and mounting it all together, and then painting it afterwards. It was pretty difficult. Again, I use home rolls, and yeah. But yeah, okay, so, please like, or dislike if you whatever, either way, I prefer it. I really want you to like, comment, subscribe, share in any way possible. And the final, most important thing is, have fun. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, some of you, if you actually like my channel and you like what I do, I may see you guys in the future. But for those of you who've subscribed to my channel or watching this right now, I'll see you guys in the next video.